Ben er klaar voor. Hop. Midden in actie. Dat is mijn actie. In de impuls. Oh, is het dan? Klopt. Tegen om de robot. Die robot is toch gewoon hier, man. We zijn met z'n 10 en ik schiet met 3 schoten neer. Hey. Ik heb een SteelSeries Arctic Pro heb ik. Met zo'n breakout box. De accu's die ik kan wisselen op de headset. De klep afdoen. Daar de accu. De skiband bovenop. Oh ja, hier. Bezig met mijn survey. Nog wat trilobytes vinden. Waar was het? Een landing area tegenkomen, dus langzaam terugwandelen. Dat doe jij toch altijd met je headsets? Headsets gaan altijd kapot, jou. Ben ik de enige die gewoon zuinig is met een headset? Dat misschien. Ja joh, geef nog een beetje gas bij daarboven. Dan vind ik helemaal geen trilobytes erop. Jongen. Dat kilobyte. Ik zit pas op 50. Dan moet er nog wel een aantal.
What does your scanner reveal?
Verder. Want dan moet ik er dus 2. Als je toch zoveel problemen met headsets hebt, dan zou ik eerder denken dat deze anders aan ligt, joh. Niet zozeer aan headsets. Lijkt me sterk dat alle verschillende fabrikanten, alle verschillende modellen, dat dat allemaal aan de headsets ligt. Als ze het probleem niet kunnen vinden, wil niet zeggen dat er een probleem is natuurlijk. Het is net hoe je het bekijkt. Geen probleem is, kun je het ook niet maken natuurlijk. Als het kapot is, is het kapot. Simpel is het. Wat is het? Jouw 10e of je 12e headset in een jaar? Als het gaat. Ah. Oh nee. Ja,
We're cleared for liftoff.
Wauw.
the
visje.
ladder and lock. Easy. Damn, their shields are gone. Ha! Got their brand dry.
This is the Freestar Collective vessel. We really showed ecliptic. Most ships would have bugged out and left us with this mess. But you, total class act. Any way we can repay you? Salvage rights are yours. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
Ik denk dat zal wel vol zitten nou. Vol. Dat dacht ik al. Met die mod te maken die ik er dan niet meer op heb staan. Ook een beetje porren. Skill point. In. Doe die maar. Kijken. Weapon. Laat ik ook verder. Ja, vannacht om middernacht. DLC. Ligt er me net aan. De meeste DLC's van de meeste games zijn €60, dus best wel meevallen 30. Maar het ligt er me net aan hoe groot de stadsdeel is. Hier zijn we klaar. Nog voorlopig niks. Update is. Laat ik maar is. Daar komen we gewoon niet aan, want dan meer problemen. Oh. Kunnen we nog wat doen? Innemen. Ja, precies dat. Heb je een expansie met een yearpass voor zo'n piek. denk dat deze 30 euro ook bewust 30 euro is. Dat was waarschijnlijk anders ook meer geweest.
Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
Oké, nou, zullen we dat maar eerst doen, hè? Starfield zit vast met een missie voor de bank. Ergens in een Pento store waar geen ingang is. Oh, dan moet ik nog aan beginnen aan die
Landing site is clear.
bank questline.
Let's head down.
Tenminste, ik zag voor Sam dat ik naar een bank moest gaan. Ik gok dat dat die is. Buiten het schip. Echt vlekker.
What's on your mind?
Ja, we kunnen dadelijk eens kijken. Misschien kan ik hem wel doen.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
Want we hebben vandaag een patch gehad, hè.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Tsukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Je riep me net op, kut.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So,
Oh
before
jawel,
we proceed,
toch een
swear not to
18 plus
discuss
stream
this with
dus.
anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so. Great, I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions. It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Plus hier in Nederland is dat sowieso anders dan in de States. Vloeken hier is niet direct het einde van de wereld. Dat het vaak is en dat weten die domme Amerikanen. Is iedere keer als je piep hoort, weet je dat het een scheldwoord is. Als je gewoon aan het luisteren bent, dan hoor je waarschijnlijk 9 van de 10 scheldwoorden hoor je niet eens. Dat je gewoon een gesprek hebben en daar verder niet bij stilstaan. Dat er gewoon
Ship's clear.
uitgegooid wordt en men gaat gewoon verder met het onderwerp. Wel, piep valt een beetje op. Ja,
Orbital
beter
insertion.
denk ik het eigenlijk
Yeah.
niet.
Time to dance among the stars.
Oh. Top toch wel het geluid, dat is toch wel fijn. Maar de meeste mensen rijk.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain. You're human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
You thought you were the only ones? I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many.
Best wel.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
Stay out of trouble.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll
Hallo, loopt voorop.
insist.
Zachte security dude, dat kan er zo neersteken.
Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
We've got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until... But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt... Ah, so they have a name. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution. Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was... Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here.
Het komt allemaal bij mij aan bod komen, dan spring ik een keer en dan bijna over 30 seconden.
Children can possibly settle on an inferior planet. Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm... If need be, we can compromise, Work out, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave. Let me know how they respond. Now, it makes little sense.
Dit. Zelf met me meekomen naar de planeet. Daarvan.
The other colonists knew how many times the custom.
En ik ben weer hartstikke verteld.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Never seen a ship like this before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any.
Ja, Maus. Niet herinneren. Even, ik weet niet.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Oh.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Wat heb ik hier gespond aan? Dus crap.
I wonder what else is out there.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change.
There's so much more to learn about them.
Wow. Hi.
Hey,
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
Ships separated. Engaging drive.
Moest er even fixen. Mensen praten. Net zo makkelijk.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit.
I can see why this location was chosen for a resort. Very nice.
I'm feeling you, so sorry in advance.
Enjoy your stay knowing you're in our team.
I cannot recall ever having the time, let alone the funds, for a vacation.
one of these days, I'd love to experience this resort.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Hmm?
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be
Make some
focusing on
time
the
for
natural
you.
beauty
Keep
of this
quick, yeah?
planet, not our amenities.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Sarcasm isn't nearly as... But you're right. No one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive ice? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not gonna work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it, as I've mentioned. It could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they may come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
Oh.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business, if anyone can retro. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, but...
They deserve a renewed chance to decide their own fates.
Right. On behalf of the Paradise...
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of
You'd
them.
think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away from it.
Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself.
I'm here to help if you need it.
You got some of the best private securities.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Time to join the stars. Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable orbit.
Up, down.
I don't want to hear your complaints.
Howdy.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
Just 3 more to go until break.
Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built.
Oh.
But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape too. Oh, it's not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. Maybe it is selfish of me to demand such a price. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Het geld in deze game niet zo is.
We'd be dust except for the factory.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go! Orbit locked. Ooh, you just look at that view.
Waar deze allemaal moeten tot je plannen.
We're here, hot off the stellar slide. Time to cycle the airlock and move.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you... I have a million burning questions, but I won't over... How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover... Oh, I've heard of this technology, but maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I've got so many questions, but I haven't even given you my name. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons... Yes, of course. What grab drive? Just joke. All right. I've just received word that the drive is here.
Ja, dat is wel.
Great. There are 3 preparations I need you to help. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power. Then, turn the plasma. Last, you'll need to decouple the... Got it? Let's hop to it.
Wonder what it's like out there, being under a little... Community.
People always appreciate the good engine. Something wrong? There are 3 things. Reroute the power from the port terminal to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Careful not to touch anything on your way out.
I've lived my entire life in the constant.
Nog even een keer vragen.
Not sure how else to.
Keeping at 200? Something wrong? There's still something left to do. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Good luck out there! Looks like everything is good to go on both your end and mine.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix.
Oh yeah.
Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting. We got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
Ooh. Yeah, fine, could be done.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Mm-hmm.